So I'm fully inside the dry rivers, one of the dry rivers that are on my land. And I'm not going to show everything, but this is amazing. You can see the tectonic plate shifting here. All this banding. I'm not sure if somebody basically mined it or cut it. I don't know if it is part of all the chewed up stuff that's in this riverbed. This is so full of craggy rocks. Sad. There's a bone. Sad. I know. It's the cycle of life, girl. So you go. My biggest thing is I gotta really watch for all these plants, because right now it's between, it feels like 85, but it's only 60 out just because of the arid temperature. The sun is beaming on me. I've been walking for about an hour, and I still haven't made it up to the crest of my land. This is the kind of Red Mountain. When I come from a different angle, it looks better, or it shows up better as Red Mountain. But look at all that, the little, I would assume that's iron staining in there. It could be pyrite. I don't know if iron or pyrite pits more, because that rock up there is pitting a little from where the stains are. These are things I have to learn. I don't know which way is the best to walk. And then I'm like, there's a plant. There could be animals. I'm seeing a whole bunch of little, like gecko lizards here. There's no internet where I'm at right now. This thing is so pretty and shiny, but you can't even tell how it's shining. It's got little crystals. Like, I wonder if it's like a salt coming out of it. I've seen big black basalt chunks in here. If I wasn't alone, I would have somebody probably walk a little bit ahead of me and just make sure that it was like no snakes, no da-da-da. Here's a turned up pudding stone thing. That thing's got history in it. That is so crazy. Crazy. Yeah, see, and then I come up to this going, there's a plant there. There's a plant there. I get so intimidated. I mean, you can see some of well, it's not zooming in enough, but up above, I've been up there. I hiked that way. You can see where they've tested. Here looks like a bleached out basalt. It could be a quartz, like not the, more like a marble quartz. More on the stone side, not the crystalline side. I'm sorry. Right before it crystallizes. And I'm sure there's different technical names, but like you can have amethyst stone, amethyst crystals, and it's a slight difference of, ooh, this one is so pink. Oh my gosh, that one is so pink and pretty. Oh, I didn't bring anything to carry because you know what? I bought that wagon and I flipped it 3 times. And this would not be wagonable, you know? This would not be something that, man, this it's like a blue, it's like a soft blue right before it becomes like a blue quartz. It's like, it is so pretty, some of this stone. I know some of the goal is to extract gold, because my metal detector was triggering gold. It was going crazy on gold, but there's two flip sides to that. Number one, I realized because I'm alone, I can't get myself exhausted digging and stuff like that. It's not a good thing. Ooh, crystal bandon. That's a cool rock. I can't get myself exhausted digging because I still have to make it back to my car. I overdressed, being 60 degrees. I should have just wore shorts and a tank. I would have been fine. And then I could have had a sweatshirt that I could have thrown on top and maybe just rolled up a pair of leggings or something. But I'm actually cooking and hot. And I do hear donkeys braying once in a blue moon. Here's some more of the tectonic, the plate shifting. They're coming upward. On the other side there, this is the backside of Mount Charleston. This is like one of the way tail ends. I think there's a break point. And this is like a little rumble riffle from it. So I don't know what else to call it. A rumble riffle. This baby is so silver looking. Like it looks like pure silver. Again. Here you can, gold miners say, just go right along these beds. That's where you can start plucking out some gold. What is that? Huh. I mean, is it chrysocolla? Chrysocolla or chrysiocolla? I've never said the word. I've heard people say it, so I've got to practice it. So this is one of those. And see, I've got a bush right next to me, and I'm like freaked out. There's not really any holes like I've seen before. Look at all this. One of the, I mean, from what I understand, it's not bedrock because it's not deep enough, but this is, man, this is beautiful. I mean, it's all sparkling. Carry a pickaxe, carry this, carry that. Okay, I'm a freak out because I don't want any, like, no animals, please. I'm just in peace. I'll just come in peace. I'll just come in peace. I couldn't even upload the video so people would know what happened if something happened because there's no internet. That sounds bad. But there's donkey diamonds. I mean, there's donkey diamonds along there, and that's I think it's like an 70 to 85 degree angle. Look at all this. Look at all this. Pry this. Look for gold chunks in there. Oh, this is so, oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe how much I'm happy. I know some individuals have mentioned camping, and I'm not seeing really good spots to camp here. Literally, you have to crawl through this type of land to get to any flat spots. And if I have enough time, which I really do have to think about getting back, because I'm at the Y point of where I was the last time that I didn't video the last time I went this way. But I walked up on that area of my land. There's an old shed that's been torn apart, as you saw the metal roofing there. There's a whole bunch of test sites along the way. I mean, look at that. Look at that. The reason why I'm pausing right now is I'm freaked. I don't know which path to go. I mean, there's donkey diamonds, so I know donkeys have been this way. There's another. There's the famous trumpet plants. I wanted to make it to the trumpet fields. But I think the Trumbull fields are more this way, so I didn't plan that out right. I don't know if I can climb up this. Whew. I always get myself in these predicaments. I mean, this grassy stuff scares me because that's another... It's the temperatures that rattlesnakes would love to sun with. So this is kind of like a false spring, summer. So my goal is to kind of go up to the left because my car is on that side. But a lot of amazing things when I video again is on the right side of my land, on the right side of this. I mean, look at all these boulders inside this wash. When it rains, thank goodness it's blue sky, only wispies. I got to pay attention because that can come in pretty quick. And it's supposed to rain. I think today is Saturday, so it's supposed to rain on Monday through Wednesday. So I have to just pay attention. This area, because I don't know if I ever said it in any of my videos, but I'm pretty sure I have ADD. I just do. And I'm okay with it. And being on a land like this, it literally satisfies my senses. It satisfies my mind. And I'm learning, and there's just so much going on. I have to be in the now. I can't be thinking and doing and thinking. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at all this activity. I mean, look at it. You got the red. It's like a gray blue. I mean, is this shale? Are these different forms of shale? I brought in some of these slices like this. I think they said it was shale. And they said that I had a fossil on one of them. One of these days I'll show. Look at that. It's like weathered. So I forget what kind of fossil. It was just, I call them ants. And they're like, I think the ants were much bigger than that in the old days. But yeah, I can't even walk up this. I can't even, look at that. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. So every time California shakes, and since my name's Andrea and there's Andrea's fault, this little thing must rumble just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Is there any earthquakes? Please say no today. Man, this green and purple one. What is that copper that turns a green blue like that? So can I get up here? Because I'm going to try. I climbed that road. That road is way back on that mountain. So I can't really see my screen that well. That's a bummer. But let's try to make it up here. Let's be calm about this. Look at those sharp. Oh, we got a live trumpet plant. Most of them are like dead from last year. This is the stuff that... As a freaky, like if you step on this, it could actually peel and shred off, since it's like a shale. I can break some of that. I can break by my bare hands when I'm in my lapidary place. I don't. Pay it. Oh, first step, second step. Ooh. I did it. So I mean I'm a good like 12 feet in the ground. So up over there, that's where the torn up mining shed was on my land. There's some more test sites up there. And then there's the crest. And so here's kind of like the side of the Red Mountain right here, where the MCR road, I don't know if you can see it, is. Oh, now I can see the freeway. And now I'm going, how the heck am I going to get back to my car that's like there? I just can't imagine the wagon wheels and the settlers, because there's just miles and miles of this throughout all of Nevada that you gotta, I mean, thousands of miles. And no matter how you go, I mean, of course they have scouts ahead on horses and stuff like that, but for them to turn back and go, oh, I'm so sorry, you literally have to go back like 500 miles or 200 miles because you've got this cravenous, craggy, ooh, it's a beetle. Can you see the beetle? I'm like, what is that moving? What is that moving? But like if you were in the chuck wagons and stuff like that, I just couldn't imagine. Yeah, so there is that spot that I showed you when I kind of started the video. I was so close to that. I actually hiked up along there. The trumpet fields. I'm gonna have to take you to the trumpet fields. It was incredible to see. I feel the most peace here. I've had a lot of things to think about recently, and I just think I'm going to keep working on the path that I've planned on. I don't think I want to change what I'm doing. I had opportunity, but I'm like, no. Because every time I get to going in a checklist and a plan and a path, everyone wants me to stop. No, do what I want. And at one time, my life was flexible and happy to do that, but I put investment in this land. I put time into I'm learning this, and this actually makes me happy, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean to get too blah on it, but I keep telling everyone I'm one person, and you know what? I think when I say that, what I mean is I need to find myself and be happy with myself. And I keep telling them that you're invited into my life. I don't want to stop my life. And it's not that I don't, I've just stopped and started too many times in life. And it's complicated, if that makes sense. There's a little philosophy. Sorry, I wasn't going to do that. Maybe one of these days I'll make just one video about it and move on. How does that sound? This looks like a green meadow. I think in another 2 to 4 weeks there's supposed to be a super bloom because of all the rain. This is pretty cool. These are like little baby mini flowers on there. I don't know if you could see them. They're like really tiny buttercuppy flowers. I don't even know how I'm gonna, wow. I don't think I walked the prime way to go back. Because I was down there. But I see the freeway. And I did learn the last time I was here when I wasn't videoing. Cactus needles, spines, whatever you want to call them. They can go through your hiking boot bottoms, by the way. So you have to look for even the dead ones because they are still very sharp and they still hurt. So I don't know. Can you see that? That's the road I've hiked a few times. And then the red mountains behind this mountain. You can see the red fluvial part. One of these days I'll make it up to the other part of my land. I have to make a decision, either get all-terrain tires put on my Kia Soul or just stay on the same course for a while and just wait till I can afford a truck. I've made some moves that I'm not going to be able to do anything financially for quite some time. It put me in a better position, but it put me on a really tight budget, if that makes sense. I kind of had to do it just so, oh my gosh, I'm too afraid to go to this. This is part of my Grand Canyon on my land. This is steep. One of these days I'm going to walk this whole Grand Canyon up. I'm going to walk it all the way up through my land, up to the mountain, because there's a whole bunch of like riverbeds that formed in the creases of the mountains. And there's so many of them. I feel bad that I can't have people necessarily hike. Wow, there's like a dusty spot. Somebody must have been, I don't know what they did. Maybe they camped. I'm not seeing a fire pit, but I'm seeing like remnants of possible slightly digging, maybe. Maybe they had a metal detector. I'm sweating buckets right now because wait, let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know. Can I turn it around, girl? Am I even filming? I don't know. Does it just turn around? Turn. I thought it turned around somewhere. Okay, let's see. It doesn't have a turnaround mode, really? Is that it? That's a picture. They used to have the turnaround. Let's see. Somebody's trying to call me. Sorry, not going to answer. There's no internet, so I can't upload anything. But people can call me, so I guess that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Uh-oh, I don't think I went the prime way. I might have to go back all that way to get a better angle to get down. Oh, no, I think I can. Oh, there's a little lizard. Oh no, am I aiming at that lizard? He ran across my path. That cute little lizard. They've been running everywhere. Are those geckos or chameleons? Baby alligators. Baby alligators. I like this area. There's like no plants. I can deal with this. This is pretty awesome. Anyways, I'm going to start concentrating on how to get down. I think I can get down here. It's just going to take a lot of calmness and concentration because these rocks right here, some of them are embedded and then some of them move. So you think you can step, and sometimes there's just a thin layer on top of them, and the thin layer, I'm doing it, and I'm really doing it, and the thin layer actually just peels off as you're stepping. And I get yelled at all the time. You shouldn't be going there alone. Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I have no one really to go with me. No one wants to go with me. And that's 50% true. I do have other individuals that want to go with me, but I don't know enough of my land that I don't think it's fair for me to necessarily bring them. However, now I think I'm okay because we could walk these riverbeds. We could do a lot of prospecting in these riverbeds. Ooh. I thought I heard something over there. I thought I heard a rustle. I didn't want to rustle. Ooh, there's another poor bone. Poor bones. So like I'm almost ready to invite individuals to come, and we can probably just go through the riverbeds and go mining through the riverbeds and stuff, because there's plenty in here, I'm sure. My metal detector was going like crazy, but I might think about seeing if somebody wants to show me how to use the metal detector, what's the best techniques. I watch YouTube videos, but sometimes if you're in person, it's a little bit, I don't know, better, because they can see what you're doing. Just because you think you're doing it correctly doesn't mean you are. I mean, it's just, look at all that, like, burnt gold. Oh. Whew. What's your favorite stones, guys, besides gold and silver and platinum and precious metals and amethyst? Well, I mean, you can say amethyst, but I mean, what's your favorite, like, stones? Because I don't know if Nevada has any, but I'm really beginning to like mookaite, which is Mookaite. And the silliest part of it is because it looks like ketchup and mustard. And I don't know why. That is probably the main reason. And it just looks like happiness to me, like a picnic. That is slowly becoming my favorite stone. I don't think I'm going to find any on my land, but I could be wrong. Sometimes you can find stray outcroppings. So I'm in Pahrump, Nevada, and I guess somebody had found there's an opal mine that they're working on around here. And it's a big hush-hush secret as to where it's at. And I wouldn't doubt it with all this activity. It's just a matter of getting to the layers. I do have one banded rock that I did keep. I didn't bring any bags on purpose. I'm crying inside because there's so many stones that I would have picked up by now. There's so many specimens that, like, somebody told me this greenish white. I have one that's more white. They said it's like an alabaster. And if you can get the pure white ones, artists love to carve statues and figurines and stuff out of them and make art out of them. So see, that deep riverbed, how it was cutting towards the mountain, it kind of disappears. But you go up in there, it gets deeper. And then it goes thin again. I don't know how these settlers did it. Because some of these mines here are so old. We're talking late 1800s. Like, yeah. Anyways, you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm hoping, I don't know, somebody and I were supposed to have plans tomorrow to do Super Bowl. We'll see. If not, I have alternative plans, because I only give that, I don't know. Life does not coordinate. That's all I'm saying. Just out of the blue. Hey, let's just have some tectonic plate shifting in shale. Just out of the blue. Just come on. I wonder what's underneath that. Have a great day, guys. Take care. I'm so happy. I wish I could go live here, but yeah, I can get calls.